Hello melee gamers and welcome. Today I'm excited to share all the information I have gathered about new upcoming melee slasher game, and that is Mobius. I decided to make this video to introduce a new game for melee gamers, and I also wanted to create something that summarizes everything we know about the game so far. There is currently no page or video where you can easily find out everything, so I hope this video will do the job. Mobius will be the new first-person melee slasher game made in Unreal Engine 5. The game is planned to release as free-to-play with option to purchase cosmetic items. Instead of large-scale battles like in Chivalry or Mordhau, Mobius' main game mode will be 5v5, where players take over objectives as a team. The game is set to be competitive, but do not be put off as a casual player, because developers do think about you and they will try to make this game accessible for players of all skill levels. Especially with resources and in-depth tutorials, and most importantly, skill-based matchmaking. The development has been underway for approximately 3.5 years, with team of 6 developers. Leader of the project is Rongwat, player who organized competitive events in Mordhau. Shoutout also goes to Mani, an animation artist who worked on Shrek movie. Other members of the team are Wizardish as the lead map designer, combat designer and programmer, Hodor and Taymoon as community managers, and Rink as a game designer. We are in a melee game, so some combat techniques will not surprise you. These are attacking, feinting, morphing, combos and parrying. There will not be chambers and counters. Also, there is no explicit kick button, however, there will be weapons with bashes that act like a kick or a jab. Combat in Mobius will contain swing manipulation. It's often demonized and unpopular between casual players, but Mobius devs hope to convince new players that swing manipulation is enjoyable and interesting game mechanic. And as I mentioned, Mobius devs plan in-depth tutorial to make sure everyone is on the same page. What is unique to Mobius is Perfect Parry. Perfect Parry will give you stamina, and additionally, riposte from Perfect Parry will result in Perfect Riposte, which can be feinted or morphed. What is also unique to Mobius is its exhausted state. When you drop to 0 stamina, you enter a weakened state for 6 seconds, where you cannot jump, crouch, sprint or parry, and you move at 70% slower rate, and your swings become unfeintable, slower and turn-capped. Your only defense in this state is perfect parrying. In contrast to Mordhau and Chivalry, Mobius will not offer any ranged weapons. The game is heavily focused on 5v5 melee experience, so there will not be any throwables, bows or crossbows. Weapons also cannot be thrown or picked up, because they will not drop from dead players anyway. You fight with the weapons you spawn with. In Mordhau, any weapon can do any attack. For example, spear can slash. Mobius has stepped up and treated the weapons individually, and most of the weapons has something unique about them. Please be aware that this is subject to change as the game is being developed. Poleaxe combos will turn into blunt attack, Estok combo will turn into murder grip, Glaive will have unique ability to combo stabs, or as I already mentioned, there will be weapons that will give you ability to bash your opponent. Weapons in Mobius will be attached to certain armor tiers. You can either have light, medium or heavy armor. Each armor tier will have a variety of weapons to choose from. Logically, it's clear that lighter armor will have access to weapons with high damage or long reach, and vice versa. But these weapons are not exclusive, as some weapons will be available to all classes. Helmet and torso will be tied to your armor tier, so players can easily evaluate whether you are light, medium or heavy armored. Everything else can be customized to your liking, similarly to Mordhau. Because the game is planned to be free to play, we can expect paid cosmetics. The game will also offer cosmetics that will be locked behind achievements or progress. These will give something to grind for if you wanna show you're good. To me, Mobius looks like a very promising competitive melee game. Developers are well aware of animation abuse and overall difficulty of melee slasher games. They want to create an interesting competitive game with high skill ceiling, but also attract and keep new players by providing a lot of resources. And I personally love this approach. The game will feel very different from team objective large-scale games like Mordhau and Chivalry, as it will probably be more similar to games like Overwatch or League of Legends, where you are facing frustration because of your teammates every now and then. The game is set to be free to play, so if you want to try it, there is nothing to lose. If you're already curious, feel free to join the Discord server and follow the journey. If you enjoyed the video and you are interested in melee games, feel free to subscribe.